Hello and welcome to the video about staff profile approvals. With OnSync, you can always have full control over the information in profiles of your staff members. First, it's important to review and decide what information you want to collect about your staff members and which ones are that important that you want to approve them. Let's go first to Settings, Section Staff, and Personal Attributes. Here are two sections. First is Personal Attributes. These are your custom attributes that you can create. And the System Attributes tab, where are attributes that are set by the system. Within each attribute, you can decide if you want to approve what staff member entered or to be notified about the change and have option to approve or decline the change there. When you want to approve system attributes, simply toggle the buttons here in the column Approval Required. And if you want to approve your own attributes in this list, simply go through the editing of the individual attributes and tick the box here, Approval Required. The same review you can do in a section Profile Attributes, which are dedicated to staff members' experience and certificates and other important information related to work. When attribute is set as Approval Required, every time when staff member enter new information to this field or change existing information, administrator will get to decide if they approve or decline this change. In the menu Staff, you can find a section Profile Checks and dedicated page Profiles to approve. Now from this page, you will be able to approve the profiles and pending changes in the profiles. On the top of the page, you can find the filter. First one is staff member status, which is by default set to show only active staff members. Next filter is dedicated to review reason. There are two main groups. First, you can focus on initial review, which are the profiles who are not approved, usually newly registered staff members who feel everything mandatory and they are waiting to be approved, or simply staff members who don't have approved profile yet. Additionally, you can filter only the pending changes, which includes the pending changes done to the attributes that are set that should be subjected to administrator's approval. Additionally, you can filter by the individual attribute if you want to focus solely on certain part. When staff member profile is ready for initial review, simply locate their line in the list and click on the Review Profile button in the end. In the dialog window, you will see preview of the profile. If needed, you can open the profile to see all of the information there. Below listed, you will see all the attributes which are set as to be subjected to administrator's approval. All of the data you can change by yourself if needed. Once you are ready, you can either approve profile or decline the profile. Either way, staff member is notified about the outcome. When declining the profile, you have option also to include the reason so staff member knows what they should do differently. To review the changes, open the dialog window in the end of the line of the staff member. Here you will see preview of the profile of the staff member. You can always click on View to open the full profile to see all the details there. Below you can find listed recent changes done by the staff member. You can always see current value and the proposed value what staff member has changed. As an administrator, you can always edit what staff member entered from here, and then you can decide within each individual attribute if you are approving it or declining it. You can enter optional note, which will be shown to the staff member so they can act accordingly. When you are ready, simply hit the button Submit the Review and staff member is notified about the outcome. If you decline the change proposed by the staff member, the previous value stays in their profile untouched. This OnSync function has also dedicated notifications both towards administrators and staff members. You can find them in Settings, Notifications, and Notification Settings. For the administrators, there is a dedicated section Staff Management, where you can turn on the email which is called Profile Ready for Review. This email will be sent to the administrators every time when there's a profile ready for initial review or when the changes were submitted and they are pending on the administrator's review. In the staff member part, there are also a couple of notifications related to this feature. 2 of them are related to the initial review, so when the profile has been approved or declined, and the third one is related to the changes that were reviewed. If you here open the preview of this email, when the changes are reviewed, staff member clearly in the email see the individual attributes, the reaction, and also your note if you included any. When approving the profiles, you can also decide how you want to incorporate this function in the Shift sign-up process. You navigate to Settings, Agency and Agency Settings. Here in this first section, Jobs, you can find 2 connected settings. Here you can set that only staff members with approved profile can see the available shifts and can sign up for them. This can help you to make sure that on the shift is always a staff member who has filled everything mandatory and their profile is approved. When there's a certain attribute you don't really need to approve or decline, but you want to be notified by the system that there has been some change to it done by the staff member, you can turn on a notification in your notification settings. To do that, navigate on the top right corner and click on your picture and name, and here go to the notification settings. In this Your Own Personal Notification settings, in the section Staff Management, you have notification email for profile changes or profile changes for approved staff members. From here, you can select attributes that are currently used in your system. And if you pick them, you will be notified by email every time when there is a change done to them by the staff members.